So another request I received was to reveal the life of Simu Liu, the Jackie Chan of the millennials. My name is Tony Lau and welcome to my channel. Today we are reviewing another celebrity's life using Bazi. We'll only be using publicly available information to do these life analysis because it's against the Privacy Act to disclose someone's personal information without permission online. Let's Google Simu Liu a bit. Okay, there he is. So let's go to Wikipedia. Okay. Okay, so he does have a Chinese name called Liu Ximu, which is just his English name. Well, we do have the same last name. His last name is written in Mandarin pronunciation, while mine is written in Cantonese pronunciation. So to keep it simple for our American viewer, it's basically like northern and southern accent in China, where north means anywhere north of Guangdong. Let's see, he was born in Harbin, which is the northern eastern part of China. That's essentially like Manchuria. So I don't think he and I are distant cousin. That explains why he looks a bit Korean, because Manchuria is right next to Korea. Fun fact, did you know I'm a fourth cousin to Hong Kong celebrity Andy Lau? Just for my genealogy test. So anyway, we got what we came here to do, to find his birthday, 19 April of 1989. Let's bring up his chart, BRB.
One eternity later.
So here is the chart. He has Earth as a core element, which affects how the other pillar interact with them. So Simu Liu has the Wu Earth. Wu is the older sibling of the two Earth. So people with Wu Earth are natural protector, like the wall that keep water from invading your home, while keeping the wood, blossom, and the fire to keep you warm. So essentially, people with Wu Earth at the core becomes a wall for his friends and family. Hence, it's probably why he fits so well into the superhero protagonist in the Shang-Chi movie. So I like to start with the surface. This is personality at the top. So he's actually a stubborn guy, and I don't mean just any stubborn guy. He's a super stubborn guy, to the point that you can't change this guy's mind if he already made it up. And let's take a look at his inner personality. He's still a bit stubborn. This is a side you only show at home. You don't see it unless you're close friend or family. He's actually a bit superstitious on the inside. He's definitely one to believe in a higher power, or be watching this video about his life prediction in real time. Also, he's a bit stubborn, but not as stubborn as his public image side, where he shows to strangers and acquaintances. Also, he's a total foodie. Of course, that's an Asian thing. And you know it from his appearance in food-related shows. Also, this god of cookery personality appear under the day pillar. We also call this the couple palace, which dictate his dating preferences. He's a bit emotional and great in bed. Yep, I said it. Ladies, this is how I know Simu Liu is great in bed. Not from personal experience, of course. So let's go through his pillar one by one to see if there's anything else there. Okay, so for the year pillar, he has G Earth and C Fire at the bottom. And the hidden stem are shoulder to shoulder and god of cookery. Nothing surprising here, both already showing in the surface layer. So moving on to his month pillar, it consists of two earth elements, both are neutral on the conflict here. Just add more to his stubbornness. So he does have like a hidden official and positive wealth stand. So that still tells me he's a bit passive when it comes to standing up for himself. He only does it in a subconscious level. And positive wealth is a good thing. That means on the subconscious level, he's actually good with money, probably because of his Asian upbringing. That is good, because now we know that he's not a celebrity that would just blow his money away on parties and drugs. And finally, we got the day pillar, which consists of Wu Earth and Shin Metal. Earth creates metal, which makes the pillar stronger. No harm there, just make him a better lover and craves more food, with a hidden stem of partial wealth and shoulder to shoulder. Now this is a bit unique. It doesn't mean that he'll blow money away. It actually tells me that his lover style. So besides food and great in bed, he wouldn't mind spending on the person he's dating. But he's also a bit selfish when it comes to his need in a relationship. Overall, he has a lot of earth element. That's without knowing his time pillar. 4 out of 8 is already half of it. That just means that he's a super stubborn guy and believes in a higher power. And also, his lacking of power and official stance tells me that he's a pretty indecisive guy, especially when it comes to marriage. So, ladies, if you do end up dating Simu, don't expect to get married anytime soon. He's one of those guys that date for years and never think about marrying. Now, we don't know his birth time, so I can't tell you anything about his kid. Now, let's take a look at his luck. I already map it out here. His luck changes every 10 years, starting at age 4. So it goes from 4, 14, 24, 34, 44, and so on. So starting at age 4, he was in a wood element cycle. That is his management luck, but wood is actually a bad luck element for him since he was born in the spring season. So I wouldn't trust Simu Liu to manage a company. He'd probably turn into a disaster. But given these happen at such a young age, it probably just means that he struggled throughout school. So especially if you're an Asian kid, his parents probably expected a lot out of him, and he probably struggled throughout his entire school year, well into college. You see, the wood cycle doesn't end until he turned 23. It's probably not that he had bad grade, but only means that he had to work twice, 3 times, or 4 times as hard as other kids to get the same result in school. And then at age 24 in 2013, that's probably around the time that he graduated from school or starting his first job. He probably had a lot of struggle early on if he got his first job before 2013. So I think 2023 is kind of marks a cutoff for him as he enters his 10-year Earth luck cycle. Since his core element is Earth, Earth represents himself. He has to work hard on his own to succeed. If he stops, nobody else will be there for him. So looking at the transition here, we can probably break it up into 2 parts around 2018. So we can see the first half and the second half. I think the first half is worse than the latter half. As I recall, I think around 2018, that's when I first noticed him from YouTube videos. Then I remember him in an episode Fresh Off the Boat. Later, we all know who he is in 2021 in the Shang-Chi movie. So here we are in this last year of Earth luck cycle. What happened next? Now we predict his future. Maybe in a few years, you come back to this video and see if I'm right or wrong. Usually I'm right. So starting next year, 2023. So starting 2023, next year, he'll enter the 20-year water luck cycle. Water is his money, and water is a beneficial element for him, meaning that he'll accumulate tons of money. I mean, Shang-Chi 2 is in the planning. There are many other movies in the MCU. If you think he's rich now, wait until he turns 54. He's probably going to be at least 10 times or 100 times wealthier than today. Only if he's willing to put the work for it, because it kind of depends on himself. That's how his luck trend works. Can't depend on others. And he also has some great ideas as well. As we can see, metal is a beneficial element for him as well. So that's another one of his strengths. So we can see that as he turned 54, he's going to enter another 10-year Earth luck. He could be looking to relax a bit, maybe even retire early at that point, or take another direction with his luck. Maybe start a family or business. Hopefully he started one by then. It's not a bad cycle for him to be in. And then from 64, he's going to enter another 20-year luck cycle. As I mentioned earlier, metal is his idea. So if he started business early on, here is where it will actually pay off for him. If you get a chance to invest with him, go for it because money and idea are his strength. Can't go wrong with Simu Liu. I mean, at this point, he's well into his retirement age. This tells me that he has a really good retirement, well off into 84. I mean, beyond that, it will be up to our society and how we take care of elderly during those years. Overall, I say he has a very good life ahead of him. So let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this video or if there's other public figure you would like me to analyze in the future. Do you want some bad luck this week? I don't think so. So just be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. I'll personally send you some good luck your way. Because luck is the most powerful superpower in this world, according to Elon Musk. And check out my superpower right here. And I'll see you next time.